Hello friends, welcome back to this channel again, Code with me. So friends, in this session of Code with me, we'll be discussing entire tutorial about Microsoft Excel. See friends, you guys are aware, even if you're studying in a college or you are in a professional life, Excel is one of the most important ethics in our professional as well as college life. So friends, there is no IT companies as well as PT companies who is not using Excel. See, friends, Excel is one of the most important ethics that has to be in your resume if you are applying for an interview or even if you apply in your college placements. Excel is very much important that almost every organization in the world make use of Microsoft Excel. So, friends, I would highly recommend you to kindly please focus on Excel and request you kindly please learn Excel as soon as possible. It will be helpful for your life until eternity. You heard me right. Excel is a kind of the software, friends, that every single schools, organizations, hospitals, and everything that contains data, every organizations or every perspective societies that make use of data will make use of this Excel. Excel is one of the most richest software in order to maintain data. You heard me right, friends. So in this video, let us dig dive everything about, let us learn every basic concept about Microsoft Excel. So if you watch this video right till the end, so I assume guys you'll be having a clarity about how to make use of Microsoft Excel. Okay, so please do watch this video till then. So you'll be having a complete tutorial about Microsoft Excel. How do you start? How do you continue? How do you apply? And what all the important things that has to be performed if you're working in a professional life or even if you're learning as a student. Excel is one of the most important assets for every individual. So friends, before directly wasting the time, let us dig dive. Okay. So friends, you can clearly see here column A, column B, column C, column D. As soon as I click the column here, the entire row is completely selected here. Okay. And if I selected row 1, 2, 3, okay, you can clearly see here the row is selected as well as column is selected. Okay. So if you want to know the number of columns that is presented, you can clearly see here. First, just press Control and down. You can clearly see here 104856. This is the number of columns that is present inside Excel. I mean other advanced Excel. Okay, and I'll control and go upwards. And now what I will do, I'll just control and put right side. Clearly see here the maximum number of row that is available in the Excel is XFD. Obviously, you cannot say the exact number, but you'll be having the format of how exactly this is numbered. Okay, so how do we start it, friends? Initially, I'll start with, you can clearly see here the size of the row and column of every single cell is found to be same. Okay, clearly see here all the cells size, column, width, height, everything is default in the default ratio. Now friends, what I will do, I want to change the size of the row or I want to change the size of the column. What I will do, I just control A, select all these things. There's a thing called as format here. Row height, I'll be increasing row height by 25. So when I press the enter, you can clearly see here the size of the row is gradually increased. Okay, same way now I want to add, I mean the column width, I'll giving as 15. Now clearly see here friend, the size is completely changed. So this is how you make changes to the row and column height of in the Excel. So I'll be bringing this to default size. Okay, I'll make it as 15 and I'll go with again and I'll column it as 8.43. Okay, so clearly see friend, these are called the basic default measurement of each column. Okay, so before directly wasting time, let's go dig dive. See, okay friends, for instance, I'll be creating a table. Okay, a normal table. Okay, and I'll be giving us a name. Okay, creating a sample table of how do you apply everything here. Okay, age and gender. Okay, clearly see here friends, I have given it four subheadings: SL number, name, age, and gender. Okay, I'll giving us 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Name I'll be given as person 1. I'm sorry, person 1, person 2. I'm sorry. Here I'll be giving it as person 2, and here I'll be giving as person 3. Here I'll be giving as person 4. Here giving as person 5. Age I'll be giving randomly as 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, gender I'll be giving as male, male, female, female, and male. So friends, now you can clearly see here that I've successfully created a table with the heading as SL number, name, age, gender, and followed by the data. What I will do, friends, I'll just select this all and I will align this. Okay, so you can clearly see here, friends, in the home tab, you consist of clipboard, font style, alignment, number, styles, cells, and editing. And followed by insert page, you can clearly see here tables, illustrations, add-ins, charts, sparklines, filters, links, and symbols. And in page layout, we have themes, page setup, scale to fit, scale to options. Okay, so starting with coming with the home page. So let us learn one by one, friends. Here we have clipboard functions which includes paste, copy, paste, and copy as a picture, cut options. So this currently these are all not necessary, which is also available in PowerPoint as well as Word also. So this is not the primary asset of Microsoft Excel. So let us start with the font style. Clearly see here, friends, I have just selected this all. If you want to change the font, I'll just select this and I'll go with one of my favorite, or depends upon you. You can select any of the font style that you wish to, and you can clearly see here the font has been successfully changed. And if you want that, you can also change the size 12. Okay, now you can also bold it if you want. Okay, I'm not bolding it, and if you want you can italic it, and if you want you can underline it. So for instance, I'm not underlining it. Okay, clearly see here the font style has been successfully changed. Now I want to border it. Okay, see if I press this all border, you can clearly see here it has been successfully knit bordered. No, I want to only border outside. I can clearly, I'm sorry. No, I want to border only outside. So when I mark it as outside border, it has been bordered successfully. So this is how we make use of font board style order. So and heading, I'll be giving a different color, somewhat like I'll be giving as blue. So looks like formidable, but okay, I'll be giving here this is. So I can clearly see here, friends, now I have successfully created a table with the heading as SL number, name, age, gender, followed by the data associated to it. Okay, and if you want to change the color of a text, I can do it based upon myself. So I'll be giving red, I'll be giving, okay, I'll be giving, this looks dumb. Okay, I'll be giving blue. You can clearly see here now I successfully changed the color of the font style. So this is how we make use of font style inside the Excel. And alignment, here you can see here you can put your left side, I'm sorry, you can put it in the left straight or down, or you can left or right or in the middle, here up or here down or here in the middle. So you can clearly see here the alignment can be done based upon here. And obviously you guys must be wondering what is this exactly orientation means. You can rotate the data. Obviously, friends, what I will do, just take this thing out angular clockwise. You can clearly see here the data is successfully moved in different direction. I mean in the clockwise direction. So with this help of this icon, you can tilt the data based upon a likability. Okay, I'll bring this to normal. Okay, now you guys are wondering what is this. So I'll just press enter this. Okay, you can clearly see here the data is aligned to left and right based upon my likabilities. Okay, and next comes merge center. You can merge the cells here. Okay, and you can merge and centralize the cells here. You can see here and merge. I'm sorry. You can see here merge center, merge across. What I will do, I'll just copy this and copy this, and what I will do, I'll merge cells. Okay. Obviously, you can see here the cells has been successfully merged here. and wrap texts. I'm sorry. I'll just wrap it, try if possible. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. And now you can clearly see here, friends, we have data 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, person 1, person 2, person 3, person 4, person 5, followed by respective ages and gender. Now, what is this is number? Essence. What is this number? Obviously, guys must be wondering that this is a format of how do you describe a number. See here, friends, you can clearly see here numbers 12, 13, 14. Now, I want to add a dollar symbol for all of this. When I put euros here, friends, you can clearly see it's showing as 12 euros, 13 euros, 14 euros. Okay, this is a format of alignment of numbers. Now what I will do, I'll just take this thing and I'll mark it as text. Let us see what happens here. It came to the normal. I'll just select this thing and change the format into currency. Let us see what happens here. This format to currencies. Now what I will do, I'll just take these things out and I'll mark it as percentage. You clearly see here 1000 to 1 percentage. It is converted into the form of percentage. In this year, in this year, friends, the number alignment can be done based upon your likability. The control access of the number alignment is successful in your hand. Now, obviously, you guys might be wondering what is this and when this. See here, friends. Obviously, clearly see here. When I press, I'll just take this thing and I'll mark it as number. It just came back to 12.00, 13.00. So when I enter here, friends, you can clearly see after 12 there will be three zeros. I'm sorry. And when I press enter here, you can see here after 12 there are three zeros. When I right click again here, it will be two zeros. So this indicates after the point there will be three zeros. This one say after the point there will be two zeros. Okay. So this is how it's designed. And next comes, I'm sorry. Next comes formatting data bars. What I will do. Uh, I want to add data bars in the sense a gradient field. You can clearly see here as soon as you select this data, I mean the type of the data, you can see the successfully changes gradients uh, depends upon the type of the likability that you're selecting. Okay, and color scales, if I try to enter, you can clearly see here the change of the colors has been successfully applied to the table that has been selected over here. Yellow, if you want green, yellow, red, you can see here green and yellow successfully done. And based upon your likability, based upon the availability of the themes, that is, you can set it. Okay, and followed by high cells rules. If you want to add, I mean equal to, I mean the mathematical operations like cell rules, if you want to tabulate the data whether it is greater than or equal to, between two, we can make use of these conditional formatting datas. Okay, so and next what I'll do, I'll select this thing and next comes is format as table. Obviously, guys must be wondering what is exactly this formatting the cells. Clearly see here, friends, I have selected this data and I might be selecting any one of these. Might okay, okay. Now I can clearly see here the format is changes. For instance, I'll be showing once again. Okay, and I'll select this and I'll press OK. Clearly see here the data successfully changing the format of different. But you can clearly see here, friends, the filter is added here. What I will do, I'll just do select it. I'll select the entire table. Okay, and I'll give the format of data and I'll give a respective OK. Now I can clearly see here the data is successfully formatted in the form of along with the filters. I can select the filter. So if you want to add only one, okay, you can see I can see here only the data of number one is displaying. If you want to add the number two data is displaying. If you want to add number three. You see, you can filter based upon your likability. I'll select all and I'll select all. Okay. So what I will do, I'll just select this thing once again. Okay. So I can clearly see that the filters has been successfully added. And cell styles. Now what I will do, I'll just copy this heading, okay, and I'll make a cell style as okay, based upon likability, I'll be marking as linked cell note out. Okay, I'll be marking as this one as my likabilities, and I'll select this and cell style. I'll be giving somewhat like okay, I'll give this. Now it's completely look like a table as I saying friends. You can clearly see here, friends, filter is applicable to all the rows and columns that has been merged with. Now, Let's go with the cells. Insert, delete, and format. What in the sense? Insert in the sense that you try to insert data. Obviously, you can do by right clicking here and inserting the data. You can clearly say when you try to insert data, there will be an additional row that will be added. Okay. Now, if I want to add a column, you can see here insert. You can see another column is inserted. If you want, you can add the data with the new column name. So okay. So this is one way of adding, and you can add by doing this well. So just select this number two. Okay, I'll just select this number two and insert in the list, insert cells. Okay, you can clearly see successfully added. Can be done by using by clicking a right click on the two and inserting. Okay, the same goes here. You can do it here or by either mouse here. And same goes to delete cells in the sense if you want to delete this particular data, delete cell. You can clearly see here the data of one is successfully deleted. Okay, this is how you come. This is how you insert and delete data. And next comes is format. As I said before, if you want to increase the size of this particular, okay, what I will do, I'll just row this and I'll mark it as 30. Okay, when I press that, you can clearly see here the size of the row is successfully increased. Now I want to increase the size of the column. What I will do, I'll give another 15. You can clearly see here, and the table now is look kind of authentic. I mean, you can see the data here displaying it properly with proper cell spacing and cell spanning. Okay, now obviously once you come across cells, now come across editing. What I will do, friends, I'll select this age, okay, and do it as auto sum. You can clearly see here the this entire column is successfully added and tabulated, and the data is displayed below here. Okay, obviously you cannot add this here. Okay, clearly see here because it's already in the form of format of numbers. I'm sorry. Okay, you cannot add these data because it is not in the displayed in the form of number. Perhaps it is displayed in the form of alphabets. Now when I try to uh, add the SL number, you can clearly see the data is displaying here, but you cannot do it followed by characters and special characters and alphabets. That is completely invalid. So this is how you make use of auto sum. And there is also another way. How, friends, you can clearly see here. I'll just click on this particular cell and click type as equals sum. Okay, followed by 12 and 13. Okay, so when I try to enter, let us see what happens here. Friends, you can clearly see here these two and this one is added. Okay, now I want to add all these things. What I will do, okay, I'll press here this I'm sorry, sum and followed by C2, C3, C4, C5 and C6. Now when I press the enter, friends, you can clearly see here the result is displaying as 70 as it is shown before. When I click on 70 here, friends, you can clearly see here it's showing as some C2 to C6. When I click here, it is showing some C2, C3, C4, C5, C6. What I'm trying to say, and when I click here, friends, you can see here some 12 plus 3. What I'm trying to say here, friends, there are multiple ways that you can add or subtract the data. That depends completely different on you. If you want to do it in a mouse, that you can do it from here. If you want to do it manually by typing it, you can add this method. Okay, so next comes is fill. I mean, obviously see, you can see here, friends, there is a lot of data here. I'll write it as fill and I'll write as down. Okay, you can clearly see here, when I click down, friends, all the data remains same here. Okay, now when I try to fill up, what happens here, you can clearly see here all is every data is moved to 16 because the maximum number which okay, I'll explain it very clearly. Clearly see, friends, clearly see here, you can see as 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, now in this you can clearly see in this you can clearly see here, friends, the minimum data is 12 here. Now I want to add the 12 to all these things here. What I'll do, just go here, fill here. I'll write it as down. So what happens, sir? All the data is more I mean, it is replaced by 12. Now I want to replace all the data with the maximum number. I'll just select this all, fill and go up. You can clearly see here all the data is replaced by 60 mean the maximum data that was available in the row. Okay, so next, so if you want to clear all, I'll just select this and I'll just clear. Okay, you can clearly see the data is completely clear. Clear in the sense that it will completely vanish the cell. Okay, so here I have showed you by clearing a single data. It can also be done by selecting. If I want to select all these things and give it as clear all data, you can see the data is completely clear. I'll just undo it. Okay, so this is how you done it. And if you want to add, see, if you want to add, I mean, if you want to add a particular filter, what I will do, I'll just select this thing. I'll just add a sort of filter, sort A to Z. Clearly see here, this friends, the filter has been successfully added. Okay, and last but not least, in the home page, that is find and select. I'm sorry, what I will do, I'll just find a data called as person one. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry, person one. Okay, I'll just give it as find next. You can clearly see here the person one which you're trying to select is successfully found by bordering there on this particular cell. This is how we find data. And if you want to replace the data, okay, what I'll just go replace it. I'll replace the person one as Superman, for instance. Okay, when I replace it, you can clearly see here, friends, the person one name is successfully replaced as Superman. Okay, I'll undo it. So this is how you make use of all this clipboard, font style, alignment, number, style, cells, and editing. Now let's go with the insert part. Obviously, first and foremost, can clearly see it as pivot table. I'll be removing this out. Okay, I'll be removing this out. I'll removing this out and removing this out. Okay, and another thing is once you hit on the insert option, you can clearly see here as tables, illustrations, add-ins, charts, sparklines, filters, links, and symbols. Okay, let us learn about the insert column now. See, the first and foremost, as soon as we here see here this pivot table. Okay, now I want to create a pivot table for these particular columns that we are seeing here. Now what I will do, how do you create a pivot table? See friends, I'll just select all these things, okay? And one more thing here is, why do you want to create pivot table? See friends, pivot table give you a summarized data. And this particular table which is seeing right here is that is showing us raw data. So there is a lot of difference between displaying a summarized data, I mean detailed data, I mean analyzed data, as well as raw data. What I will do, I'll be creating a pivot table by selecting all these things, and I'll go with a pivot table. Once a pivot table is clicked, you can clearly see here it's showing us what is this. You have to select a certain amount of criteria in order to hold this. So, and it is showing whether to create a pivot table in the new page or in the same page. What I will do, I'll go it as existing page, click here, and I'll click here, okay, and I'll press OK. You can clearly see here, you can see like this, okay. Once a pivot table is created, it is showing pivot table fields and showing SL number, name, age. So I'll be selecting all the four, okay. And in the row column, you can see here there are two data displaying in the row table. What I will do, I'll just take these things, remove field. Okay. So friends, now you can clearly see here the data is displaying the data is displaying, but since it's showing blank because I'm sorry, I selected one more column here, due to which the data is displaying is blank here. Okay, what I will do, inside the column I will add as values. Okay, so values, sum of age, sum of SL number. You can clearly see here, along with that filters has also been successfully added. I'll remove this blank and press OK. Okay, and it's showing. Okay, if you want, you can add gender also, and if you want to add the values, what I'll do, I'll just defer a layout. Okay, update in the sense. So here I can clearly I'll just remove this out. Okay, so you can clearly see here the same data table, pivot table is successfully created here. Okay, this is how you create and pivot table. Okay, so okay, for instance, I'll be let us remove this pivot table. Let's focus on other parameters. Insert after this pivot table is done, it's showing as table. I'll just okay. And another thing is next comes is illustration. Illustration you can actually see here as pictures. If you want, you can add this picture from your device. So randomly, I'll be selecting an image here. Okay, and try to insert it. You can clearly see here, friends, the image is successfully added to the Excel page which you are trying to. If you want for any PowerPoint presentation slide, if you want to explain anything, you can add pictures here. Okay, as I said before, and you can add it anywhere based upon your likability and your and the control and accessibility is in completely in your hands. Okay, so I'll be removing this picture for an instance. Okay, and next comes is shapes. If you want, you can add any shapes if you wish to. Okay, that's based upon likability. That's completely in your hand. Okay, so and next comes here as screenshots. You can take a screenshot based upon your Windows and F12 button. Okay, and here in this video I'm gonna not gonna explain add-ins because it's kind of completely quite not necessary. For instance, if you're starting to learn your PowerPoint Excel, I mean sorry, Microsoft Excel. Okay, and next comes here is chart. This is one of the most important factor in Excel. If you're trying to give a presentation regarding the daily reports or weekly reports or monthly reports, chart plays a prominent role. If you ask me how do you create chart, friends, what I'll do, I'll just select this one row SL number, okay, and recommended charts. I'll create a chart, okay. They'll ask you what kind of chart you're looking, whether they're looking for this kind of chart or this kind of chart, this kind of chart. For instance, I'll be creating this kind of chart and I'll press OK. You can clearly see here the SL number chart has been successfully displayed here. So if I want to create a chart for all the data that I displaying here, what I will do, friends, I select all of this. Okay, insert. I'll go for recommended charts, or I'll be selecting randomly from here. Okay, I'll be creating a chart, or okay, I'll be creating a chart of this and press OK. So when I press OK, friends, clearly see here, friends. I mean the data of person one, person two, person three, and SL number for respective, and their age and their gender is successfully displaying based upon the likabilities. So this is how we create a chart, a particular table that you have been created and that or particular data that you are forced to create. And along with that, when the chart is open, you can clearly see a design. You can also select the design based upon your likabilities. Okay, see here. See, there are multiple different types of designs available for a particular chart or graph that you have created. You can also select the type of the data, the type of the chart which you wish to, and you can select it and you can paste it. Okay, for instance, I'll be removing this. Okay, let's go and let's go for the next parameters. Okay, insert. Next comes here is filters, links and symbols. So friends, in this video I'm not going to share filters because filters and links because my PowerPoint does not support these things. And I'm extremely sorry for that. If not possible, I'll be trying to cover these two in next videos. Okay, and I'll go with text. And if you want, you can add some text randomly based on here. Okay, so for instance, I'll be giving us PowerPoint. Okay, and if you want, you can place it down based on wherever you like it. Okay, and that's it. So this covers the entire insert part. Okay, and last but not least, symbols. If you want, you can add symbols here. Insert, you can add symbols here. Insert, insert, close. Clearly see here the symbol is successfully added based on your likabilities. So symbol defines a kind of SI unit. If you wish to add a particular data, you can add it. Okay. So that's a form of symbol and equations also. If you want to add an equation, just select this, go to the insert equations. Obviously, you can see here, friends, the equation is typed right. Okay, and if you want to add an equation, the equation is available here which you can add it from right till here. Okay, so there are thousands of equations which if you wish to add in a particular cell, what I will do, I'll just copy this cell and just remove this cell and just take this thing out. So I'll just see, if you want to add an equation, you can add an equation like this. Okay, I'll go with the same format tutorials. Okay, and if you want, you can you can also, if you, I'm sorry, I'll just take things out for instantly. So if you want to write an equation, you have also have the option to write an equation also. Okay, next comes page layout. In this page layout, same goes with the margin and everything. Okay, so this is the basic fonts of Excel, Microsoft Excel. Okay, so friends, this is the basic terms that you have to be knowing if you are starting to work in Excel. So in this video, the data which has been shared to you right now is more than enough to start working on you can start working on Microsoft Excel. So the data which I have explained you in this video is more than enough for any fresher or professional guy to work on Excel. Okay. So if you like this video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching this video, friends. Have a nice day.